Orpheus and Eurydice. In a time when gods still walked among mortals, there lived a man named Orpheus, whose gift was unlike any other. He was a musician without equal. When he played his lyre, the air itself seemed to listen. His music carried emotion beyond words. Trees leaned closer to hear him. Rivers slowed their flow. Even wild animals would lie peacefully at his feet, calmed by the gentle rise and fall of his melodies. Yet for all his talent, Orpheus desired a simple life, one filled not with glory, but with love. That love came in the form of Eurydice. Eurydice was gentle, thoughtful, and quiet in her joy. She loved walking beside Orpheus through fields and forests, listening to his music drift through the open air. Together, they shared long evenings beneath the stars, their happiness soft and unspoken. Their marriage was celebrated by gods and mortals alike. Songs filled the air, and for a brief moment, the world felt perfectly balanced. But fate is rarely gentle for long. One peaceful afternoon, Eurydice wandered through tall grass near the edge of the forest. As she walked, a snake hidden among the roots struck her heel. The pain was sudden, the venom swift. Eurydice fell, and before help could reach her, her life faded away. When Orpheus found her, the world seemed to fall silent. Grief wrapped around him like a shadow. He refused comfort. Food lost its taste. Sleep abandoned him. The music he once played so freely now emerged heavy with sorrow. At last, Orpheus made a decision no mortal dared to make. He would follow Eurydice into the realm of the dead. Carrying only his lyre, Orpheus descended toward the underworld. The path was dark and winding, leading ever downward. The air grew cold and still, heavy with silence. As he played, the shadows stirred. Souls paused in their endless wandering. The river Styx slowed its current. Charon, the ferryman of the dead, allowed Orpheus to cross without payment, moved by the sorrow carried in the music. Even Cerberus, the great three-headed guardian, lowered his heads and fell into a peaceful sleep as the melody passed through him. Deeper still, Orpheus walked until he reached the throne of Hades and Persephone. Before them, he played. His song told of love found and love lost, of quiet mornings and empty nights, of a heart unwilling to forget. The sound echoed through the halls of stone, filling the underworld with something it rarely knew: longing. Persephone felt tears rise in her eyes. Even Hades, ruler of shadows, listened in silence. At last, the gods spoke. Eurydice would be allowed to return to the world of the living. But there was one condition: Orpheus must lead the way upward. Eurydice would follow behind him, and until they reached the surface, Orpheus must not turn back. Not once. Not for any reason. If he did, Eurydice would be lost forever. Orpheus agreed without hesitation. The journey back was long and quiet. The path climbed slowly toward the distant glow of the living world. Orpheus walked ahead, his heart pounding with every step. He could not hear Eurydice's footsteps. Doubt crept into his mind. Was she truly there? Had the gods tricked him? Each moment of silence fed his fear. The light above grew stronger. The air warmed. Just before reaching the surface, Orpheus's resolve broke. He turned. For a single heartbeat, he saw Eurydice, pale, silent, reaching toward him, and then she was gone. She faded like mist, drawn back into the shadows. Her final look was not anger, but sorrow. Orpheus cried out, but the underworld did not answer. He returned alone to the world above. From that day forward, Orpheus wandered without purpose. His music remained beautiful, but it was forever marked by loss. Those who heard him play felt both comfort and sorrow, as if the sound itself remembered something precious that could never return. Orpheus never loved again, and though his story ended in silence, His song lived on, a reminder that love can cross even the boundary between life and death, but trust